Am I really that big of an asshole? It's Deidre. Am I the asshole for telling my girl she can't sell her feet pics? My 17 male girlfriend recently turned 18 years old and signed up for her feet finder. She said this in passing and I took it as a joke. But when I inquired about it further, she considered it a good side hustle. She even mentioned getting her toes done for pictures. Even if it doesn't go anywhere, the idea of her selling such pictures and profiting from it makes me feel icky. I've shut the idea down on multiple occasions. However, she is persistent on following through. It gives me an uncomfortable feeling to my stomach, and I want to know if I'm being dramatic or not. P.S. She said she just wants to make a few bucks because she just has a job at the flea market. Okay, I understand where she's coming from. I understand where he's coming from. They're both really young, and I would say let her go. If she wants to do this, tell her sincerely how it makes you feel. Sounds like he's done that. And then it's up to her to decide if she wants to keep you or sell feet pics. But you have to be willing to let her go if that's what she chooses. You were not the asshole. I don't think she's an asshole either, but I kind of think that maybe this might be a bit of a deal breaker for you. I suspect it is a deal breaker for you. So just be clear about that and then allow her to make the decision based on what is true. There's a very real reality that she may lose her boyfriend. But again, you all are young. So if it happens, it's okay. There are plenty of girls out there that don't sell feet pics. Am I the asshole for telling my ex-boyfriend I miss him? Throw away fake names, etc. I, 32 female, used to date Kai, 32 male, from the age of 19 to 22. We were very serious and would talk about getting married until we had a big fight involving our religion, and he decided to leave the church. I broke up with him because I didn't see a future with an atheist. I moved to his new town last year, and we started talking casually again. The problem is his wife, Lucy. I think she's like 25. She's almost always there when we hang out, which is a problem, and I started realizing how much I regretted letting him go and realizing how not right for him she was. He walked me to my car at a party they hosted one night, and I just needed to tell this man my feelings. I told him I was willing to work through our differences and that I wouldn't mind stepping in to raise his children, but that woman couldn't possibly be what he wanted, and he seems tired all the time. He yelled at me. I never heard this man yell, and even called me a selfish snake, and said that he was happy. But I just know him and can't see it long term. Now Lucy is telling all our friends I've made since moving out here, and they all seem to hate me. Am I really that big of an asshole? Yes! You dated from 19 to 22. You are now 32 years old, both of you. And you think you still have a relationship with this guy? That's wild. This is the definition. This is the definition of tone deaf. Completely tone deaf. This is Helen Keller. This has to be a troll. I'm not even going to answer. Of course you're the asshole. Am I the asshole for refusing to change my wedding date for my nephew's birthday? My older brother had my youngest nephew on the same day I got engaged. I got engaged to my high school sweetheart of 6 years on our anniversary. 4 years, we planned on keeping the date we've celebrated for years, and get married exactly 7 years after we started dating. My brother accuses me of purposely ruining his son's first birthday. Edit to clarify everything. We are having 2 separate ceremonies. The legal binding one will be private, with only my maid of honor and the best man on Thursday, nephew's birthday, and a reception and hand-fasting ceremony on Saturday. The big family gathering will be the reception, but our wedding date will be on his birthday. What the frick? So why does it matter? They're not coming to the little ceremony, right? It sounds like the private ceremony does not include your nephew and his parents at all. So why does it affect them that is what you are going to do on that day? You do not have to be present to watch their son splat cake all over his face. It doesn't mean you don't love him. Go see him another day. Sometimes you have to do that. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that you have ruined his birthday. It's 2 completely separate events. You're not pulling your parents away from your nephew, as far as I can tell. No, you are not the asshole. Your brother sounds a little bit conceited. Keep your date and do as you wish. Go see your nephew another day. and bring him an extra set of Legos. Am I the asshole for wanting to break up over finding this in his phone? So I, 26 female, have been with my boyfriend for 8 years. For the most part, our relationship has been okay. We get along good. Given the fact that we have been dating for a long time, we have talked about clear boundaries before and how I feel on watching porn. I also caught him trying to follow an old sneaky link in the past on social media. This time, I find a link to an OnlyFans. It says the model's name, but when I click the link, the video didn't show. It's just disrespectful to me. He says that he's not addicted to porn, so it shouldn't matter. Am I the asshole for wanting to break up? No, you're not the asshole for wanting to break up. Honestly, I think you should, because you have been together since you were 18 years old. Is that correct? I'm assuming he's around the same age. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know I think that is highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely that they would stay together for the rest of their lives if they started dating when they were teenagers. So, I think this is where we part ways, because it sounds like he is becoming a person that would like to have porn as a part of his life, and she is a person that does not want porn in her life. On either side. So yes, no, you are not the asshole for wanting to break up. He's not the asshole either. My light was on the whole time. Am I the asshole? My brother, his wife, my husband, and I had planned to rent a house for a weekend and explore a downtown area. Unfortunately, my brother can no longer make it, and now my sister-in-law wants to bring one of her friends instead. I'm uncomfortable with this idea because her friend has a certain reputation. She consistently cheats on her husband. I expressed my feelings to my husband, but he's okay with her being there. Am I overreacting? I don't think you are overreacting, because if it makes you uncomfortable, it makes you uncomfortable. Like, that's it. You can't really change that. I'd say it's a valid reason to be uncomfortable, to be honest. Usually a person with that kind of track record is a pretty specific type of person. Insecure, needing outside validation. I don't know. If it's just for a weekend, I think you can handle a weekend, but then again, I'm not you. No, you're not the asshole. No assholes here. Except for the girl who's cheating. Am I the asshole for refusing to name my daughter after my baby daddy's female best friend? Heavy on the quotes. So my boyfriend has been friends with this girl, Lena, for 1 year now. 1 year, bro. I've known him for less long, but he says he prioritizes me and that their love is merely platonic. However, he has pretended in the past, before we started dating, that he is in love with her. Anyways, now me and him are planning baby names for fun. But he suggested Lena in memory of this girl. Why? I need to remember her somehow, he says. He has no idea why this would be wrong. I told him absolutely not, and that if he loves her that much, he can go marry her. Am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole. And I would put money on it that he is doing this on purpose. This is a man. It sounds like if he's willing to pretend to be in love with somebody for whatever reason, he probably wasn't pretending, by the way, about being in love with her. She was what worked for him at the time, guaranteed. This is a man who will push buttons and do silly things. I don't think you're an asshole. He doesn't even earn the title of asshole because it's so stupid what he's doing. Frick. And what a massive mistake having his baby and then trying to, continue a relationship. Like, that's wild. This man is a chameleon. For all you know, he's telling other people that he is pretending to be in love with you too. You're not the asshole, but you can definitely be a lot smarter than this. Yeah.